We're back in the building, guys. I know we missed 1 week of Uber Sunday last week. My apologies. And truth be told, I could have done more to make it happen. Yes, I was visiting family, but that's no excuse. So we're back in the business. We're back in the building. We're back in the whatever. And Argentina has won the World Cup, ladies and gents. Why? Why do they be playing with my emotions? Lord knows. For her first half, we were like, yes. Yes. Messi getting his first World Cup. It's done. Domination. And then I don't know how they do it. Every game they did it with the Netherlands. I know if you don't care about soccer, but or football, I should say, because yeah. But man, but we're gonna be using Kimono's team. He has both Don fans. So to think how far Don fan has come, if you want to classify this as Don fan, right? I guess Don fan isn't really the thing that's performing, but I'm curious to see when more mons begin to return, how these things will fare, because like every gen, when mons are restricted because of region restrictions, like things thrive, and then when the mons come back, like the Heatrans, the Lando, we see stuff like Iron Threads and PU, so I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. I'm choice banded Grimstyle, by the way, so that's just relevant information. This guy has some points on him. Super weak to Miraidon, like incredibly so, embarrassingly so. I'm guessing that's why I was in it, but maybe for Pex, maybe Pex is becoming a check to Koraidon. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. This is dangerous too. This is dangerous. This is first Koraidon. This is Choice Scarf with the sun, probably outspeed some shit because it's mad fast. Oh yeah, it's definitely outspeed some shit. And we got our boy Grim Scenario. So the way things stand, this is never getting past this Hippo. So Hippo is 1v1ing that. Choice banded player up. So I actually don't want my choice band. So he leads Koraidon. This could go a million different ways. Not really a million, but why is my thing out of frame? Like the mons look like mats. Okay, there we go. He's obviously gonna be fearing the what's it called? The play rough. So he may go to Toxapex. Heavy Slam, huh? Oh shit, the sun boosted defense. Yo, this is genius stuff. This is some genius stuff here. You get the defense boost, so you're straight walling, because yeah, you boost my defense. Yo, this is some genius stuff. Not even leftovers, kiddo. I don't mean to call him kiddo, I'm just like mad hyped about that. Wow, that's handsome as hell, man. So we're actually gonna go hard flutter, man. I doubt he probably Dragon Dance. Yeah, and I'm Scarf and you're dead. Unless you terrestrialize, unless Choice Scarf Fluttermane is common. So I don't get a speed boost. I get a special attack boost because I'm modest instead of timid. So I guess that's what he wants. He wants a special attack boost. So Gyarados is now in the dirt. It's now a memory. Gyarados is nothing more than a memory at this point. There are a couple ways we can go about this. I don't have the sun anymore, obviously. Grimmsnarl, unless this Terras should handle that. And I do have, I can wear out the sand, and I have Choice Scarf, which probably outspeeds this after. Yeah, it definitely outspeeds this, even under the sand. How do I want to go about this? Great Tusk is too handsome. I'm willing to give up my Grimmsnarl. He's never Earthquake anyway. Now, the problem is I give him a choice band here. And that choice banded EQ gonna hurt. Oh, he went to fucking... Is this common knowledge? How did mans know? So he's definitely U-turning here then. Okay, Great Tusk, as I mentioned, phenomenal versus the remainder of his team, barring the Hippo. I don't know how he knew I was gonna trick there. This must be common knowledge then. What am I on the ladder? 13 something. Now he guards very poorly against the Ghost, which is great. It's probably max Bedef. Oh wow, that still did a ton. Well, it's banded stab technically, so we're gonna play her off here. I don't think he's gonna expect. Oh, that man expected it. Which one has rapid spin? This one. Okay. My actually Iron Threads is legit. Like Iron Threads after a spin can win. Earthquake did a lot actually. I mean, Player did a lot. So he's 100% max for def. I just don't know if they'll run Whirlwind as well. I want Crunch. I'm gonna make the same play again. Grimmsnarl. I've shown Trick. You slack off here. You expect me to overpredict or something. Yeah, but the Earthquake's probably gonna knock me out. He Whirlwind locks. That's phenomenal. Especially with this. Like, this is the worst thing that could have come in. For two reasons. One, you can't guard against Ghost. I guess you could go Pex. Pex probably eats this like lunch. I'm not gonna switch on the off chance he doesn't, because I don't want to be whirlwinding around on these rocks. That ideally want a slightly better position versus Pex, but I've seen a lot of Pex not even run Scald. Well, not Scald, but you know, a Water Stab. Besides, I mean, what can Pex do to a Iron Threads? I don't even know if it gets knockoff. So it gets recover now. There's no downside to just EQing hard, even if he goes Hippo 26%. He's choice banded now, which obviously matters, because I keep thinking Flutter Mane's a damn levitator, but this does open up my Miraidon a lot. Like Dragon Pulse to it KOing everything up on that squad, and he needs the sand for Houndstone, so he needs to be careful. I didn't rapid spin there because I guess I could have spun. I don't think it's super detrimental. The rocks are, it is, but it isn't at the same damn time. You know what I'm saying? Because even if he Bandit EQ is not doing shit to Donphan, and from there on he loses a mon to Earthquake. So I 1v1 the Hippo. If I spun, I suppose he could have technically rocked again, but I don't think. Well, I suppose I could have just spun. I don't think it would have made a difference. Because if I spun and he rocked the next turn, I wouldn't have the Earthquake damage, but he wouldn't have the switch in. Because I'd go hard Donphan, and if he clicks Stealth Rock that turn, let's see how much EQ does. Okay, yeah, I didn't think it would be. And I can now just EQ into CC. If I CC, obviously I'd die. Well, actually, I wouldn't die, I don't think. Based on the fact that it did 28. There's no way I'd die. But, there's no reason not to Earthquake then CC the next turn. This is partly for Koraidon, but because I 33%, yeah, so CC definitely kills from here, and he's not gonna switch, and that's the sand turn. So he has no, the Houndstone is now immobilized, or so I thought. He disagrees with me, but he only has lost 2 Pokemon. But this Donphan has served its purpose. Last respects. That's a very cool animation. I'm gonna Grimmsnarl first because I can Sucker Punch hard. I don't know if he can Terrestrialize into something. Even if he does, I want him to use his Terra type here. A lot of my team outspeeds him anyway. In fact, I probably should have. Well, he might be Scarfed, and Scarfed would outpace these guys. So it goes Koraidon. You're clearly banded. You can only CC or blitz. My Koraidon. You're probably not scared. I don't need Koraidon to win anyway, but you're probably not too afraid of it. So you blitz. Whoa! Holy shit! I thought I resisted that, and I have good defense. Okay, Collision Course. Jesus, man. I'm gonna try to win this tie here. Even if we don't, it's not that deep. Everything Flutter Man. There are a couple ways we can go about this. Miraidon obviously would eat it. And then we win with, I don't want to be sloppy with my end game. So I'm thinking we win with Iron Threads, but Iron Threads and Flutter Mane. So I don't want him going to Pex, but I suppose I could just late game Miraidon too, because Miraidon can never win with Iron Threads alive. So the only thing that can beat Iron Threads is But yeah, I have to go Miraidon because he's gonna switch otherwise. If I go to anything else, he's gonna switch out. Electro Drift probably kills from here if Blitz is doing that much. I just prefer for the others to come in over Soil Draco hard. If I miss, this is gonna hurt. I win the tie. He won the first one, so it's only natural. It's only natural. It's only fair is what I meant to say there. So let's think. He Dracos. I'd rather keep this. The sun is still up. Fluttermane has one more turn of sun. I'm trying to think if there's any way that he could pull this off. I go Iron Threads after this. I click Earthquake. So let's say Dracos, which is the only way it can kill me, or Dragon Pulse. So let's say worst case he Calm Minds, then terrestrializes into. I've seen a lot of steel. So I think Fluttermane. I think since I have Sucker Punch on the Grimmsnarl, so he has Overheat, okay, and uses it, which obviously opens up my Miraidon for another kill. Doubt Pex can take 2. He's probably spexed, I assume, based on how much. Volt Switch is no drawback though. Well, actually that's not true if he overheats again. I'm just trying to think, is there a way where this doesn't work out? I think even if he goes Pex, he gets to it. Fuck me, bro. I was gonna say there's no way. Okay. Baneful Bunker, interesting. So again, I don't think Pex can touch this. Houndstone comes in, yeah. So he shouldn't have his Pex right now. My Grimmsnarl, because the Pex being gone would mean that Grimmsnarl probably would just destroy the rest. I wouldn't have to predict as much, but I don't think I played this super cleanly because I didn't expect Houndstone to take 43 from this. I expected more, and I don't know if he's scarfed. Well, if he's scarfed, well, you run Bandit, right? I mean, isn't that what these kids are running these days? Because what happens is if I go Grimmsnarl here, Jai, go back to Miraidon, and he's scarfed, then I lose. If I sack Miraidon and go to Grimmsnarl, he goes back to Pex. It's gonna come down to a play, I think, because you go Pex, but it seems the Pex can't touch. My Iron Threads. We'll see. I'll sucker. So he leaves it in. He probably expected me to double switch there as Miraidon comes in, but he has to overheat. And one rapid spin is going to cover this. So it's probably spexed. He Electro drifted. Whoa, the animation for that is godly. So we spin here. And I get a special defense boost, which I didn't know that's how that worked. That's actually very cool. So Iron Threads actually gets, so I have 5-10 special attack. So obviously we just spin again here. Let's see if he has anything to hit me. Haze. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. We can Terra Water, but you know. Smart play to, I think I still live anyway, but because he gets I get the special defense boost. I think the one way I lose is if I go for Terra Water and he goes for Electro Drift. I don't know if this is a common enough situation to where, I'm curious how much this does. 5-10 Spadef, man. But he's fucking, I haven't terrestrialized yet. Okay, fuck it. If he predicts it, so be it. Overheat. Okay, that missed. That literally missed. I think I'd have lived anyway. But I don't know the calcs well enough. Because if overheat resisted did 11, neutral would do what, 22? Then no way neutral does. I mean, it has to do 22 because it's resisted, so that's half, correct? So 22%, which means super effective wouldn't even do half. Unless I'm miscalculating, the super effective should do 4 times this. Yeah, that was incredible. I'd have to run a calc on that because that SPDEF is no joke. 510? Probably just mad underestimate. I didn't play that end game cleanly though. If we hit the Draco Meteor, very little of that would have mattered. But we missed 2 in a fucking row. So, and I didn't know for sure if he was specs. I'm like, okay, worst case if he's not specs. Because I could have just went for the electric move there. If he's not specs, I give up my Miraidon when it's a situation where Draco Meteor would have annihilated even SPDEF Pex, I'm pretty sure. I was curious on what the calc to that would have been, but if specs does fucking almost half to Tinglu, there's no way you're not getting decimated by a specs Draco with a Pex. So that's a little annoying. I wanted to learn how much that would have done. But we move on. We progress and digress and all the things. Yeah, the fact that I get the SPDEF boost from the thing, that's very cool. Like I always forget about the fact that, because you never see that in OU. You never really see sun and the interactions with electric terrain and stuff, because the electric terrain users are trash. So it's very cool to see it used against the very things. Anyway, enough dick riding. Swords Dance, Koraidon, assuming it's not like Choice Scarf, such and suches and things and such, is a demon. Yeah, just an absolute monstrosity. So is Miraidon. Greatest of the Tusk as well. This is a problem, a very big problem for me. How do I want to go about me and Shaoman? Because if Chiyu is still a beast, so depending on what he does with the Chiyu, the worst case scenario is Chiyu or Ting or me and Shao Ice. The worst case scenario is me and Shao Ice. Okay, so he doesn't even give a fuck. The upside of this is that you either don't risk the speed tie or I get my bands up here. So you risk the speed tie unless he's just scarfed. There are a couple ways we can go about this. Obviously there's no Goldengos, so the Corviknight can come in and do as it pleases. But I do have my Banded Grimmsnarl, and my Miraidon. So Miraidon coming in and Dracoing every turn is a very real possibility. As well as I don't have Trick. Yeah, so it expects me probably U-turns, excellent, and gets Rocky helmeted. So here's the demon, and the sun is up. So yeah, let's get this Sucker Punch damage out before we go into the other realm. But this is excellent because now he can't guard against if he goes to the Mischievous thing, I have my Great Tusk, worst case scenario, but I figure Cloud's Eye would be your initial. We fucking hit a Draco and we create some big bullshit there for my opponent. But as I said, we have the Great Tusk. I'll kill this. This is an issue. I'll lose my typing, but I don't think it matters versus the Mischievous thing. So with the SPDEF boost, we literally, so that would have done, that's resisted. So neutral, that would have done 62. I was about to get blown away. I mean, I didn't doubt you could kill me, but I don't know why you went this. Yeah, I don't get this at all unless you're about to terrestrialize too. I see. So you were hoping that I'd knock off or something. Funnily enough, if I spin, this becomes a huge issue. But he still has the Koraidon, so yeah. So that's still. Because the U-turns here, and he gets the free switch into the me and Shaman. And so I'll do is stay in this turn. Actually, maybe rapid spin. I mean, maybe earthquake. U-turn will do enough. Like body presses, okay. Like I'm more than happy with that, because now I get the free switch into Miraidon. Oh, that's not free. That switch wasn't actually free. He goes hard Koraidon, which is dangerous, very very dangerous indeed. But this allows for us to go to the beast, and with the defense boost you give me, your Sheen Pow is no longer of any relevance. If you go to Corviknight, now that I know you have body press and U-turn, which is going to be Roost Defog, obviously the final moves, I have all the leverage. So your sun is actually a detriment. So I actually can leverage the sun plus this Great Tusk to handle the Mien Shaman. I know I keep calling it Mien Shao, but it just looks like Mien Shao to me, and it's called Shien Pao. Like, who the fuck does that? So we'll slap him up first and then rocks, because I mean, one, I still have my defense, so even if you go to the pow, I still have control. How many turns do I have? I have 3, so I could actually. It's not worth it. I was gonna say I could go Yasser Fluttermane. My Iron Threads. I'm Scar Fluttermane, but he's under the sun. He's faster than mine, so I actually have to make sure that like this is a problem. Now they're 2 speed. He'd have to win a ton of speed ties. Or I could just not have the sun be a thing, because the electric terrain still us though, but I'm gonna get to it, KO. My Fluttermane isn't as good, funnily enough. So I'll cite my Fluttermane. He has 1 more turn of sun. I won't have my special defense boost, but I'm still Assault Vest, and at the range of health that I'm at, oh, he thought he killed me. Yeah, this boy fat. This boy is mad fat. So I was hoping to bait him into that, and so now the sun plus, yeah, I'm not. He's probably banded too, so that's even better, because he just took. It could be Life Orb too. Let's see. No, it's probably banded. As we get to Flame Charge here, and that should be the whole last game. Oh, you're scarfed, huh? Either way, we prevail. Collision Course. That probably killed him. Collision Course with the attack boost probably killed him. But yeah, at that point, because of the own sun he provided and the fact that he's banded, we would have just prevailed. Unless he got a ton of flinches and crits if he's Icicle Crash. I don't think he'll even a crit Icicle Spear. Actually, maybe banded. Not Icicle Spear, Ice Spinner. Banded plus the boost. But from a jolly nature though, he's probably jolly, because you need to contend with these beasts that you're facing. But you need the power. So you might have been adamant. Who knows? But I'm loving the interaction between like leveraging the weathers and the terrains to not only guard against the Pokemon that give the power to them, but like unique ways, like the having electric terrain up. And the beautiful thing about it is they don't cancel each other out. So, you know, in the past, like, you know, if you generally in legendaries within the same line, their abilities, when they change field conditions, they cancel each other out. So, you know, Bulu would change Coco's terrain, and it's a terrain war, or Kyogre Groudon is a weather war. But these two actually have separate effects, so they can be active at the same time. And why that matters is Koraidon and Miraidon are so common that my Donphan's pretty much always getting the boost. I don't need to use my own Koraidon to get the Donphan boost, or to use my own Iron Threads to get the Spadef boost. So they're almost getting Omni boosts all the time. Not Omni Boost, but you know, getting boosted all the time, which is a beautiful thing. So Grimmsnarl, Bandit Grimmsnarl hasn't done shit. Hasn't done shit. But this guy got number 7 with the team, so I'm sure he had some success. Great Tusk guards against 1. My Iron Threads guards against 2. Great Tusk guards against 3. This is a unique typing that is problematic. I don't know why Mans is running no good. I guess you're like, okay, I have a Great Tusk. That is my electric counter. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Doesn't have any good fairies. It's a Flutter Mane under Sun is a beast. It's a beast, I tell ya. I know this likes to use first impression, but I would be a horrendous lead versus Koraidon. As would this. In fact, I mean, most of his I don't want to be staring down. Actually, I don't mind staring down. What's his face? Flutter Mane was my main concern here. So his bug fighting. The fighting stab would be relevant. The fire stab wouldn't be smart. Like basically right here, if I just flare blitz, if I'm a usual Koraidon, if I'm a normal Koraidon and I just blitz you, you're done. And he can't one shot me with CC. He probably could one shot me with CC actually. But not for Flutter Mane. I don't know how much this does, and I don't think this guy is gonna think it through enough. Yeah. So if I just blitzed, unless he sashed, if I just blitzed, it was a done deal there. But hey, Real Moonblast away. Terra Electric, huh? Blitz. Terra Blast. Sky's points. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I feel like I'm playing some low ladder shit right now. Like, what the fuck? Okay, anyway. Little flame charge here killed his boy. I actually might not have killed if I... so it goes Flutter Mane, gets a speed boost. This boy won that tie. So if I Terra Fire, that's a horrible play. So Iron Threads here, get that young, eating that young hit. That hit is young. It sounds perverted. What do we want to do here? A couple options, truth be told. He can't guard against ground at all. So his Great Tusk likely comes in. But I want... Oh, fuck. Should have killed him. How did he do so much to me? Oh, the sun was up. Okay, that makes sense. This is primarily here just for this anyway. He probably forgot about the fact that he only did so much because of the sun. So his Flutter Mane's gone, which is a big deal. His Great Tusk comes in, and he's offensive. Yeah, this guy is just like here, enjoying life. Like he's just living his best life. This guy has no idea what the fuck's going on. So I'll give this up. I'll knock. Well, actually, why would I knock there? I literally just thought about how the fuck am I knocking? I just wasted Earthquake. I literally the moment I fucking knocked, I'm like, he doesn't have an item. So in my mind, I was gonna knock because of leftovers, but my Koraidon. Actually, don't want to give him a choice band. My Great Tusk. I want to save my Great. Do I need to save my Great Tusk? He's already terrestrialized. Once this goes away, I probably just Miraidon him. Do I give a fuck about being Terrifier? Not really. I was just debating whether or not I should get the sun up and then get the defense boost. So that I'd cancel out his attack boost. But then I'd have to take a hit. Or I'd have to give up Grimmsnarl. I suppose I don't need Grimmsnarl to win, so because what you go for an Earthquake here. Yeah, let's just sack Grimmsnarl here. I actually didn't die, so I get some Sucker Punch damage, but I do waste some Sun turns. So I said I don't want his band to. So Great Tusk also destroys a lot of the raining mons. I don't want Great Tusk taking a ton of damage. As you can see, Earthquake does 33. It's a 20 BP boost. Like, it makes a big difference if it doesn't kill. There's no way. There's no way it's not killing. Come on, man. So it would have been it would have been better to just Earthquake twice. So I'll take a lot of damage here, which I shouldn't have taken. So now he's probably gonna CC. Yeah. I'm still high enough to where I can take on the King's Gambit and the Hariyama, but that was just like, that was such a bullshit roll. 20% base power more, and it only did 5% more. I'm pretty sure either I got a really high roll on the EQ or a really low roll on the CC. 1%, man, come on. So that would have meant Great Tusk would have been at absolute full. I'm trying to not have to deal with any sort of random variance. King Gambit can't get past Koraidon anyway, truth be told, so I'm probably like tripping about nothing. But when bro went for the Mystic, like, he had a lot of weird stuff that if I wasn't mindful, like the Slitherwing, I'm pretty sure that wasn't slashed. So actually I didn't even check to see if he got the boost from the sun or if he got the boost from the item. Slitherwing. Oh yeah, it was the item. So special attack boost, yada yada yada. We always go Miraidon here. It's just the best. Fire Dance. Yep, we Electro Drift this guy into a different realm. God, I love that animation. And that's game, because all we need is damage on the Iron Hands. I'm curious to see how much this does anyway. Fake out. You see what I'm talking about? The lone fake out Hariyama. How much is that? Jeez, did nothing. Drain Punch. Okay. And now we go just Great Tusk. Why not? EQ. This is dead. Wow. See what the fuck I'm talking about? See what the fuck I'm talking about? How did he live a fucking EQ? This shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And Collision Core is about to put boy in a different realm, because it gets boosted with super effective. I don't know if that like stacks, but we're finna put him in the dirt. Like, if it stacks, he's quad weak to dark and quad weak to fighting. That shit was dumb strong at that point. Yeah, so we're gonna end the live here. I hope y'all enjoyed. I enjoyed learning the interactions between he might not know, actually. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.